Third from Caulfield, first leg of the treble.
100 and over on the inside. Awesome Talent bounced quickly. Don't Tell Bell was probably snagged by the rider to go back to last, where she likes to race, and going fast Invictane around the outside. Invictane heading up towards the front now to lead from Awesome Talent, and Miss Popcorn trying to be restrained. Napier Street going up on the outside going forward. Close up there in the middle is Plasmic, and they're 2 or 3 in front of Pride of Indy, Academy Bow, and last of all is Don't Tell Bell. 1400 out, the favourite in front, Invictane, about a neck to Napier Street on the south side. 2 further back in the race, then Awesome Talent over on the inside of Miss Popcorn. 2 lengths further back then came Pride of Indy, Plasmic out 3 deep over on the fence, Academy Bow. 2 lengths last of all to Don't Tell Bell. Over on top of the hill they race, and they've got about 1100 metres to go, and the leader is Invictane, a half length in front of Napier Street, a length and a half into Awesome Talent. A half further back in the race, Miss Popcorn. Plasmic can't get on the track, running 5th out 3 wide. A length and a half then Academy Bow, outside at Pride of Indy, and 2 to Don't Tell Bell. Invictane has backed the speed right off in front, coming down the side. Nick Liggett led about a neck to Napier Street at the 800 metre mark, and they're dawdling. Moving up, Miss Popcorn now going forward, and Plasmic goes right around the outside of it. He's taking off on this now, Plasmic. Forrester, he couldn't get it to get any cover at all, and Plasmic out wide, but it can't get up to Invictane at the 600. Invictane extends now, 600 out, led 3/4 Miss Popcorn. Third on the inside now, Napier Street. Plasmic's gone, and then further back, Pride of Indy. They're followed over on the inside by Awesome Talent, and a gap in the race into Don't Tell Bell and Academy Bow. Invictane turned for home, a length and a half, Miss Popcorn. They're followed by Napier Street, but the leader is Invictane down towards the 250 metre mark. Napier Street gets out. After it now from Miss Popcorn, and then Awesome Talent, Pride of Indy. Invictane over a length in front. Napier Street at the moment can't reach it. Then Miss Popcorn, and down the outside, Pride of Indy, but Invictane's going to lead all the way, I'd say. It's just in front, Invictane, and it hangs on. Invictane a long head to Pride of Indy. 3/4 third is Napier Street, a gap to Miss Popcorn. There further back in the race would have been Awesome Talent, followed by Academy Bow. Well back in the race, Don't Tell Bell, and last of all is Plasmic.
Number 2, Invictane, $2.80 and $1.35. Pride of Indy, $2.90, and number 3, Napier Street for third at $1.40.
2 Invictane to pay $1.45 the win, 60 cents the place. 5 Pride of Indy at $1.40, and number 3 Napier Street, 70.
Number 6, Ivory Beauty comes out.
It's race 5, number 6 Sydney, a late scratching Ivory Beauty. We'll make it official. Race 5 Sydney, late scratching number 6 Ivory Beauty.
Made a late rush out wide, but has failed about a long head to a half neck. 2, 5 and 3 in the frame, 2, 5, 3. Invictane, Dan Nicklick, well rated in front.
Openers race 4.
Chief and a close yard to move up here. Your Rimbler won the previous. Number 5, Jamie Innes, beat 1 Barishnikov. Raced very greenly over the last 100 odd metres, and 3 Bombshell. And 10 Zadok won the first. Peter Losh beat 1 Silence Prevails, and 9 Asset ran third. Raining here at Randwick. We had a listener ring in from Strathfield to say apparently it was raining quite heavily there. And what's it like at Randwick? Well, it's light rain. Hello, Eden Rock has gone through the stalls. One of the attendants has been able to cling on to...
OK, time for the greyhounds.
First leg of the double, race 6. The fave's drawn in 7, Piper's Son. All set. They're racing. Piper's Son steps sweetly, showing speed as Camden Line, but the Piper's going to lob easily in front, getting to second. Indestructible from Camden Line. Jesse McPherson chasing hard. They were then followed by Quick Grin, Master Copy. Camden Line checked out of it with Roman Brandy. Piper's Son, the best bet of the day, going all right as they come to the bend. It's 5 Indestructible. A further 3 to Jesse McPherson, but start cheering if you're on Piper's Son. It's home, and Piper's Son down to the line, very close for the miners. Quick Grin or Indestructible. Next in was Jesse McPherson, Master Copy, well back Camden Line, and Roman Brandy back at the tail. It's won easily. Once it led, that was the end of the section. It was Goodnight Nurse, and that's exactly how it's panned out. 7 the Black Piper's Son, a very easy winner of the first leg of the double. It's very tight here for second. We've got 5 Quick Grin and Indestructible number 8. So 7 and a photo more shortly.
Thanks very much, Kel. Let's get back to Ian.
We'll have a look here. It's Western Sky, I think. Why don't we have a look? Yeah, it's Western Sky. It's Jim Cassidy. Sorry about that. Yeah, I thought there for a moment it was Shane, but it's Jimmy Cassidy. He landed on his... Well, I don't know whether he actually landed on his back, but he's been helped to his feet now. And it looks like this horse, Western Sky, is out. Yep. 6 Western Sky is out here. And they're off and racing. Gosh, everything happened so quickly. And Eden Rock was the best to begin from Don Carlos. Red Masqué is third, followed by Ducktail, Gold Pagoda, Arapaho Chief, and then Closeyard. And over on the inside, close up, is the Golden Greek. And Western Sky is a late scratching. They go to the first corner, and the leader is Eden Rock. There's no speed on. It's about a length and a half clear. Travelling up into second, Posse, Ducktail. Third on the inside, the favourite Don Carlos. Ridden from behind today. 2 to Red Masqué. A length the Gold Pagoda, and 2 lengths further back on the outside is Arapaho Chief, and the last pair being the Golden Greek on the inside of Closeyard. Onto the side and going to the 800 and halfway, and there's no change in the order. Eden Rock makes play. About 3/4 of a length on Ducktail. 2.5 lengths away third comes Don Carlos. Arapaho Chief at its quarters on the outside. The fence is Red Masqué, then Gold Pagoda, Closeyard, and last is the Golden Greek, but would only be about 7 lengths from the leader, which is Eden Rock on the point of the corner. At the 500 metres, and Eden Rock leads out about 3/4 Ducktail. Don Carlos coming into it quickly now. From Gold Pagoda, then comes on the inside Red Masqué, and Closeyard wider out, but Don Carlos hits the front. Moses starts to shake him up. He's about a length clear now on Eden Rock, followed by Closeyard, Gold Pagoda, Ducktail. The Golden Greek down the outside, plugs on Don Carlos down to the 100. A length and a half on the Golden Greek, who's finishing on pretty well. It's still Don Carlos, the leader. The Golden Greek is fast getting him, but the post will beat the Greek, and Don Carlos has just held off the Golden Greek. Third placing going to Eden Rock, followed home by Red Masqué, Closeyard, Gold Pagoda, Ducktail, Arapaho Chief, and Western Sky, a late scratching at the barrier stalls. And on the tote, that horse has come out of the betting now, number 6.
Okay, on Super Tab 1, Don Carlos, 95 and 60. Number 8, the Golden Greek, 85 and 7. Eden Rock, 225.
Good. Only about a head on the line to pay $2 and $1.20. Number 8, the Golden Greek, will pay $1.70. And the third placing will be 7, Eden Rock, and it'll pay $4.10. Now, we've got to check on Jimmy Cassidy. He must have probably been jammed against the stalls when that horse played up in the gates. I didn't see it, but I saw then the guy on the ground. He got up. He seemed to be able to walk without too much assistance back towards one of the cars. Now, whether he'll ride later, Jimmy, well, the doctor will ascertain. 187 on the third race of the day, and the winner ridden from behind this afternoon, Don Carlos. As he led here over 14, he's by Rigoletto from Dooley, a Bay Gelding 3, trained by Anthony Cummings for K. Biggs Enterprises, E. Ginty, W. and Mrs. V. Jones, and B. Ibbotson. The runner-up, number 8, the Golden Greek, is by Marauding from Open Question, and looking like he's certainly needing about 2,000 metres now. He's been trained for the AJC Derby. John Hawkes, Michael Evans, and number 7, third, Eden Rock by King Hadrian from Capnice, Gay Waterhouse, Shane Moses. Photo 4th and 5th on race number 3. Right, Matt?
Yes, Ian, Morfettville race 4 in 5 minutes' time.
And let's have a look on the
street set. Last couple coming forward. Now moving in here. Rain has blown away for the time being. Been pretty lucky here. A couple of times it looked as though all hell was going to break loose, but it's skirted right around the course here. Just a couple of light showers. Hurricane Sky coming up to his position now. Darren Gauci back riding in Melbourne. He's on Wall Street here. Favourite is Centivi, very fast horse. Runners are in the gates now. Bit fractious Centivi near the inside. Lights on, they're off and running. Centivi bounced very quickly near the inside. Ruling away okay, and they've beaten Punctual and Wall Street. They're right out of the race early. Hurricane Sky just behind the speed now. Centivi goes through, leads Lunchtime Special, Del Sol third. Fourth, Hurricane Sky from Dry Humour, Relene. Then Punctual and 2 to Wall Street. Coming down the side, Centivi 1.5 in front at the 850 metre mark now from Lunchtime Special, 2 to Del Sol. A length and a half, Hurricane Sky fourth on the inside of Dry Humour. A half further back, Relene about 6 off the front. Then Punctual back along the inside of Wall Street. 600 out. Centivi 2 in front. Lunchtime Special second. 3 to Del Sol. Hurricane Sky asked to go on the inside. A length into Dry Humour. A fair way back, Relene from Punctual when they come to the bend. The leader at the 450 metre mark is Centivi. The rider sitting up about a length and a half in front of Lunchtime Special. Hurricane Sky about to get the gap now, and further back in the race, Relene and Dry Humour. Centivi in front. Hurricane Sky into the daylight now. Here he comes. Hurricane Sky's hit the front. Took to the front from Del Del Sol, Centivi gone. Hurricane Sky is starting to dig deep, finding a bit of half in front of Del Sol. He's drawing clear, he's back Hurricane. Hurricane Sky's finding plenty, and Hurricane Sky wins 3/4. 2 Del Sol, 2 lengths away, third, almost a dead heat. Try Humour and Raleen. A gap on the race then to lunchtime special punctual. Wall Street second last, and the bubbles burst here with Centivi today. It's run last.
Number 1, Hurricane Sky, $4 and $1.70. Number 2, Del Sol, $7.50 for the place, and for the minor end of the prize, number 3, Dry Humour at $2, or 6, Ruline at $1.60.
1 Hurricane Sky, $2.05 and $90 on the Super Tab. Number 2, Del Sol to return $3.30. Those for third, 3, Dry Humour at $1.05, or number 6, Ruline, 75 cents. 9 to 5 on the SSS Racing and Sporting Service. We'll give the double at 5.24. Just about set, Sydney, for race 6. Let's go to Ian.
Classic Magic settles. Big Dreams, a good horse. First up is standing nicely. And it won't be long before we see them off in the Challenge Stakes. Ready to go now. Little movement from Big Dreams. They're racing. And a Flaming Hot didn't jump well. And Little Brawny Spirit, the Melburnian, jumped well, joined by Dapper Magic. Classic Magic wide out and going quickly as Ranchburg now, followed closely by Batwing, Simpose Identikit. Then Moss Rocket about 2 lengths to Legal Agent, Big Dreams, followed by Pharaoh, Renoki Boy a mile back, and then Flaming Hot. And last of all is Flitter. At the 550, Brawny Spirit leads the way from Classic Magic, Dapper Magic and Ranchburg the inside. A length further back is Batwing, Moss Rocket. Legal Agent is out off the track, followed by Identikit, and Simpose right over on the fence from his rails alley as they come into the straight and on top of the rise. Brawny Spirit shows the way. Ranchburg the inside. Moss Rocket runs on from Dapper Magic, and then Identikit, Batwing and Renoki Boy, but Moss Rocket shot away, and the Newcastle horses streaking clear with Rob Thompson wielding the whip. Second is Brawny Spirit, followed by Identikit. Moss Rocket blitzes them. Moss Rocket for the challenge from Identikit. Third was Brawny Spirit, and then Batwing, Big Dreams, followed home by Renoki Boy. Further back was Flitter. A good margin, Legal Agent, Dapper Magic, Ranchburg, Pharaoh, Flaming Hot, Classic Magic, and Simpose last.
Super Tab there, number 7, Moss Rocket to return for the win, $9.60, and the place $2.60. Number 11, Identikit at $2.05, and 6, Brawny Spirit, $1.05.
11, Identikit, written by Michael Evans, will pay $4.60, and number 6, Brawny Spirit, Darren Beedman, third at $2.40. Great training performance that by Kevin Burns, former carpenter, worked for the Newcastle Jockey Club in that capacity. He's now a full-time racehorse trainer. And after the horses run in Melbourne back on September the 11th, he developed a very bad virus. He was going to run at Scone at the opening of the new track on the second day of same, and he became involved in a barrier mishap. But his first run back at Gosford was a beauty behind Avulsion, and that was a scintillating performance today. 7-11-6. He's by Rory's Jester, a chestnut gelding, a 4-year-old from the mare Lycan Lady, trained by Kevin Burns for A. Hall, T. Morton, C. Froome, G. and Mrs. M. Fay and Mrs. J. Burns, and written by the Cessnock idol, Robert Thompson. 11 second Identikit, a 3-year-old chestnut colt, Sovereign Red Beauty, John Hawkes, Michael Evans, and number 6 third, Brawny Spirit, gallant performance, wide alley, used up to get across, battled on well by Rustic Amber from Devil Hostess, Brown Gelding for Mick Winks, Darren Beedman. Number 1 was 4th. For the pick 4 in Queensland, that was Big Dreams, 4th, getting to the line well, and 14 Batwing 5th. 4 lengths, as I said in the run down of the line, he blitzed them. 4 lengths, half a neck, 57.85. 4 lengths, half a neck, 57.85. The record held by Groucho, that's the race record, 56.8. So he's just been a bit over a second outside. The breakdown, the first 423.72, the last 634.13. 7-11-6. Moss Rocket certainly the horse to follow out of the race. Big Dreams got home well, but he's getting older now, but he's such an honest horse, he might pick up another one this preparation. Pharaoh in need of the run. Classic Magic didn't do much. Renoki Boy got a long way back early, got right out of his ground, made up some leeway as they came into the straight, but didn't ever look a chance. Simpose from his rails alley. I don't know whether the fence is all that advantageous. I wouldn't think it's all that disadvantageous, but he dropped right out Simpose over the last 200. Flitter not in the race. The Ingham pair ran Butte races, Identikit and Batwing. Ranchburg showed a bit of speed, and Flaming Hot, whatever chance it had, it missed it at the barrier rise. Keep your eye out for Batwing and Identikit in the not-too-distant future, but a great return by Moss Rockets.
OK, let's update Adelaide. Kel O'Rourke, we're rolling the tape if you'd like to send your summary down the line. OK, race number